Look into my eyes. Deeper. You will fall into a deep, deep sleep.
What are you doing?
Trying to hypnotize Grant.
Why?
We're working on hypnosis myths.
Hypnosis has long sparked a spiral of myths about its so-called powers. Myths that are about to get the MythBusters treatment, starting with an all-time classic.
An evil hypnotist can plant a post-hypnotic suggestion that forces you to do something against your will.
Ah, you mean like in the movies when there's like a sleeper agent and they give him a code word, he wakes him up and he kills people?
Exactly, except we probably won't kill people.
Who is the most effective assassin?
Well, I would think anyone who manages to conceal his identity as an assassin.
One who doesn't know he's an assassin.
It's another mad movie plotline. An evil villain uses hypnosis to plant a trigger that turns an ordinary person into the perfect assassin without them even knowing.
I must kill Pap Schmear.
Will that be with cream and sugar, sir?
So is this Hollywood hocus pocus, or can it really happen?
All right, so which one of us is going to get hypnotized?
Unfortunately, it's not that easy. Apparently not everyone can be hypnotized. So I think first of all, we need to go find a hypnotist, find out which one of us is susceptible. And whoever that is, that's the person that gets the post-hypnotic suggestion.
Great. Let's go find a hypnotist.
To put this myth to the test, the starting point is to see if any of them can actually be hypnotized in the first place.
Here we have a hypnotherapist and a neurotherapist. They're going to figure out which one of us can be hypnotized. For this test, we need post-hypnotic suggestion. And if none of us can be hypnotized, we're stuck.
And first up is Tory. The plan is that Kari and Grant will monitor his progress with the help of neurotherapist Cynthia and her EEG machine.
So what's this, like if I get a wrong answer, then you shock me?
While clinical hypnotist Seth will try to put him under her spell.
Just keep on focusing on my hand, noticing that your eyes start to feel heavy. Allow that feeling of heaviness to get more and more heavy.
She's using a common technique called progressive relaxation.
That's right. And just let a gentle wave of relaxing energy go from your head all the way down to your feet, to your toes. A gentle wave.
Kari and Grant will know Tory's been hypnotized when the EEG machine shows his brain's electrical activity has halved.
Do you know what percentage of people are able to be hypnotized?
Easily 85%.
85?
To some degree.
Despite the odds, they're not off to a good start, because even after 10 minutes, Tory's brain activity has only dropped by 5%.
I would want to see it get to about half of what it was. So if he was about 9.5, I'd like to see it at about maybe 4.
Tory's inability to relax means he's out of the race. So next up is Kari, and the boys have high hopes for her.
I actually think that she's a reasonable candidate to be hypnotized.
Why?
I don't know, it's kind of a gut feeling.
Could you tell her to do things and she does them?
No, that's definitely not the reason why.
But their hopes are ill-founded because Kari won't go under either.
I think I would start to get relaxed enough that I was almost in a sleep-like state, but then I'd be like, oh, I'm trying to be in a sleep-like state. I'm trying so hard. So it's almost like I couldn't let myself completely relax.
So with the score standing at 0-2, it all boils down to Grant. But will Mr. Science submit to Seth?
Deeply, deeply down. More and more relaxed.
Despite Grant's initial discomfort, after 5 minutes, things are looking good.
Like a rag doll, deeper down.
The EEG machine shows Grant's brain activity has already dropped from a level 9 to a 4.
I think he's in a deep state. I think he's more hypnotizable. There you go, look at that.
And what that means is he's just the kind of highly suggestible subject they're looking for.
Grant would make a good subject for a post-hypnotic suggestion. He's a very susceptible person.
You're the winner.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, you know what that means. Now we're gonna see if we can hypnotize you and see if we can get you to do something that you wouldn't normally do.
She's not gonna embarrass me or anything.
Don't worry, it won't be too humiliating.
Can you really be hypnotized to do something against your will and without your knowledge?
Will that be with cream and sugar, sir?
The team has already determined that Grant is a suitably susceptible subject. So, all that remains now is for Kari and Tory to figure out what they want him to do.
I'm a little apprehensive as to what the other two might have come up with in their little minds.
And apprehensive he should be.
There's no way he would ever do anything goofy or feminine to his robot, like paint a big heart on it.
Kari and Tory's brainstorm has yielded 2 post-hypnotic suggestions to place in Grant's brain.
I like that.
The plan is when Tory says the words quantum physics, Grant will suddenly decide to draw love hearts on his beloved robot, Deadblow, something he would never normally do. And when Kari yawns, he'll jump up and down, something he might normally do. It's back into the chair for Lab Rat Grant, and it's only a few minutes before the souped-up EEG machine shows that Grant's brain activity has dropped by 50%.
It's kind of creepy. He looks like a zombie.
Seth wants to make doubly sure he's feeling compliant before slipping him the post-hypnotic suggestions.
In a moment, I'm going to ask you to tell me your name. When I count to the number 3, you will not be able to remember your last name. 1, 2, and 3. What is your name? Grant? And your last name?
It's working. He can't say his last name.
With Grant well and truly under, Seth plants the seeds of post-hypnotic suggestion, starting with one he would never normally do.
When you hear the words quantum physics on your robot, you're going to draw a beautiful, feminine heart.
Oh my God. She just gave him the command, and he agreed to it without cracking a smile.
He can't. I know he's not that good an actor.
So far, so good. Now for the much easier second suggestion.
Whenever you see Kari yawn, you are going to have this uncontrollable urge to jump up and down.
He looks like he's putty in her hands.
I'd like you now to get ready to come back.
So the seeds have been sown. They'll have to wait until tomorrow to see if they've taken root. It's like any other morning at MythBusters, except today Grant is a ticking time bomb. Yesterday he was implanted with 2 post-hypnotic suggestions. It's time to see if those seeds have taken root.
All right, so the 2 triggers are, one, we're saying quantum physics, and that's going to cause Grant to pull out his marker and go draw hearts on his robot. And then the second one is Kari's going to yawn, and that's going to get him to jump around. So either way, it should be a very entertaining day.
Neither Kari nor Tory have spoken to Grant about yesterday's hypnosis session. As far as he's concerned, he's designing a Diet Coke and Mentos rig. So, bring on the trigger words.
You know what I can do is make something that will just push them all in really quick.
I don't know, that just seems like a lot of extra work.
I think you're getting too complicated.
I mean, it's not like this is quantum physics.
That was the trigger.
Okay.
But the robot remains graffiti-free. Maybe the more subtle suggestion will stand a better chance.
I have some
Kari yawns once and twice, but nothing. The triggers are enough to give him the giggles, but not enough to put him under their power. So, what went wrong?
I had a clear idea of what they wanted me to do. And all through, I was trying to say, okay, well, maybe, hopefully I'll forget, and then it'll be subliminal, but it just kept coming back, you know?
So it didn't work on Grant, but is it a little too soon to call this one game over for the myth?
I think the real problem is you always knew you were going to get a suggestion while you were under. You didn't know what it was, but you always knew.
All right. Well, maybe what we do is we find somebody from the crew who believes in hypnosis and wants to change. While they're under, we secretly put a post-hypnotic suggestion in there.
I have the perfect candidate. Alice, who's one of our producers, wants to stop chewing the tops of her pens. And she is a big believer in alternative healing techniques like hypnosis. So I say we bring her in, give her hypnosis for chewing the tops of the pens, but while she's under, we give her our own suggestion.
Producer Alice has been working with Jamie and Adam on another story and has no idea what this team is up to. She thinks she's here to be hypnotized to kick her disgusting pen chewing habit.
Just allow your eyes to close and allow yourself to double the relaxation.
But what she doesn't know is that while she's under, something devious is going on.
So we're going to give her post-hypnotic suggestions the same way that we gave you. We're going to give her one that is something that she could easily do, like grabbing her ear. And then the second one we're going to do is completely against her moral fiber, something she would not do.
And that is?
Slapping me in the face.
With the session in full swing, it's time to plant the first suggestion.
When you hear the word Adam, would it be okay with you if you were to scratch your ear?
I don't like the idea of this. This is trickery.
She's on to us.
Despite an encouraging start, it doesn't look like producer Alice is going to take the bait.
I did not agree to this before.
Looks like this myth is sinking faster than a lead balloon.
She knows we're trying to sneak in some post-hypnotic suggestions, and it's not working.
We didn't even get to the fun part. I wanted to see what she would do if we told her to do something totally crazy, like slap me.
Instead, it's a slap in the face for post-hypnotic suggestion. It works fine in the movies.
I must kill the queen.
But in the real world, well, even hypnotists say it can't be done.
Hypnosis can't control you. You have to want to accept the suggestion. But if you don't want to do it, it's not going to happen.
I'm so sad. I really wanted this one to work.
You wanted to get slapped in the face?
Well, we did get a good result. I mean, as soon as the hypnotist tried to make Alice do something against her will, she came right out of the hypnosis.
So it is just like they say, you never really go totally unconscious.
And most hypnotherapists and hypnotists agree that you can't make anyone do anything that's against their moral fiber.
So this one's busted?
Busted.
It's too bad, because I kind of wanted to take over the world.
Grant, Kari, and Tory have been having so much fun exploring hypnosis myths
Like it's quantum physics.
that Adam and Jamie can't help but join them.
What are you doing?
Kari, Grant, and Tory are doing hypnosis myths. And as long as they're exploring the subject, there is one I have always wanted to try.
Now, what's that?
Well, it's that you can remember more details under hypnosis than under normal circumstances. Like the police could put you under hypnosis and you'd remember all sorts of things about a crime you witnessed that you had no conscious memory of witnessing.
It's one of the most pervasive myths associated with hypnosis. But can going under really unleash a vast resource of hidden memories?
What are we going to do?
I'm thinking you and someone that they don't know enacting some kind of altercation while they look on, and after it, we'll give them a questionnaire of questions they have to answer about details they witnessed, and then we'll put them under hypnosis, give them the same questions, and see if they remember more.
So we need to get some actors.
Precisely.
Hey, guys.
So to put this myth to the test, they've enlisted the help of local actors Ryan and Brian to stage a scene that will take place in front of Kari, Tory, and Grant.
The goal of this scene is to elevate their stress levels a little bit, make them view something that's slightly uncomfortable, and then they're going to have to remember exactly what happened. We're going to fill our little scenario with a bunch of details that they're supposed to remember. And we're going to see if they can remember more of those details under hypnosis than under normal conditions.
Of course, this is all going to come as a total surprise to our 3 guinea pigs, who have no idea of this hypnosis hijinks.
Action.
The basic scene is that Ryan and Brian are going to be delivery men with attitude.
Wait. You're a big man, huh? Big star?
Who push Jamie over the edge.
Well, that ought to work.
That is perfect. This is going to be an ideal test.
Yeah, there's a lot for them to remember there.
What's important for this myth is that there are plenty of actions and words to remember. But Adam wants to leave a series of visual clues as well.
Look at that.
A tattoo here, a few name tags there, and some company logos for good measure. These are the kinds of quality clues which, if remembered, could break a real-life crime case. But over at M7, will an unsuspecting Kari, Tory, and Grant be able to remember more of these clues when under hypnosis? Only the camera crew have been let in on the little secret, so they can record it going down. So, let the scene be seen.
I have a package for M7.
I can take it.
You're that guy, man.
Hey, how's it going?
This is the guy from the show, right? You're from the show where they blow stuff up and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you mind if I get a signature though?
A whole array of clues are being dropped as the scene gets underway, but are any being picked up by the team?
Cool. Just put something like, live the myth, live the dream, or something like that.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm
At
serious.
first, they don't take much notice.
Can I take a picture of you and me? I'm gonna wear the beanie.
Until things escalate.
Wear the beanie.
Leave the hat alone. It's cool.
Oh, what?
We gotta get
What?
back
You're
to work here.
Big TV star, huh? Yeah, you don't
Now, the scene has got their undivided attention.
You know what? You know what? Screw that.
What?
No photo,
Just
no
sign.
package. God, movie star.
Vlad, somebody's got time for this. Vlad.
When was that?
The only way that any of that would make sense if some music started and he started taking his clothes off or something.
If it was like a...
With the show over, it's time to let them in on the scam.
How did you like that?
That was pretty funny.
It was crazy.
We constructed that whole scene to give you guys a bunch of facts to try and remember. The myth is that under hypnosis, you might remember more about a crime or an event that happened in front of you than you would under normal conditions.
That's
So we wrote down a whole bunch of details about the physical appearance of those guys and about the narrative of exactly what happened, and we have those questions in here. We're going to ask you guys this questionnaire, not under hypnosis, and then under hypnosis, and see if there's a difference in the results.
None of us had a clue. None of us were in on it. It's just going to be an interesting test to see if we do better before and after the hypnosis.
Well, now that I know it's a memory test, I'm hoping that I paid close enough attention to these people to be able to describe them.
Time to find out as Tory, Kari, and Grant submit to the MythBusters memory exam.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
No, because if you were back in high school, you'd be cheating off of me.
I'm going to cheat off of you. I'm going to cheat off Grant. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and begin.
They're going to be asked the same set of questions before and after hypnosis.
Right.
Questions about the culprits' names, their distinguishing features, and even their smell.
That's a weird question.
Will test their range of recall across all the senses.
I think that's it. I'm done. I can't remember anything else.
So how do they rate their recall?
I mean, I know there's a lot of details that I probably got wrong. I remember things, but I don't remember specifics about those things.
He's not kidding. Although they could all remember some general info about the scene, no one was able to recall anything critical that could lead to an arrest in a real-life case. But will hypnosis help paint a clearer picture before this case goes cold? So far in tackling the myth that hypnosis enhances memory recall, Jamie and Adam have staged a scene.
Leave the hat alone. It's cool.
Oh, what?
We got to
Oh,
get
what?
back
You're
to
big-
work here.
And put the team's unassisted memory to the test.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
But the case has gone cold, with all three flunking the MythBusters memory exam. Now, it's time to find out if hypnosis will help them remember any critical clues. Hypnotist Dave Hill thinks it will.
I'm going to do everything in my hypnotic ability to help you gain more memory. Sound like fun?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Dave spent the last 20 years putting people under, and he's convinced he can refresh memories using the technique of rapid hypnosis.
Just give me your hand if you would. That's good. I'm going to place my hand here if that's okay.
Okay.
By the time I reach the count of 1, you'll be in a very deep, deep state of hypnotic sleep. That's fine. You're doing perfectly in sleep.
The idea is to overload the mind with sudden, firm commands.
Okay, close your eyes down, my friend. Roll your eyeballs up to the top of your head. Try and open your eyelids once, twice. Notice they don't work. Way down. Sleep. Way down. And sleep. Way down. Sleep. That's fine. You're doing great. In a moment, we're going to have you answer some questions on paper about the incident that you saw. Before we do that, I want to help you with your memory. What we're going to now give you in your mind's eye is a wonderful TV set with a remote control that allows you to fast forward, to reverse scenes, to put the scenes in slow motion.
With Dave at the helm, the team retakes the very same test in their hypnotic state.
Their uniforms have name tags or patches. Look at them carefully. What was written on their name tags? Did either delivery man have a tattoo?
Several probing questions later, and it's time to re-emerge and find out if hypnosis helped them remember any additional information that'll crack the case.
Wide awake, feeling fantastic in every way.
The papers have been graded, and the new scores are in with exciting results. Kari has remembered some important dialogue.
You're that guy, dude. You know that guy from the show? They blow stuff up.
This is the guy from the show, right? You're from the show where they blow stuff up?
Wait, I'm gonna call my brother.
You know what? I'm gonna call my brother real fast.
All of that I remembered after we relaxed with the hypnosis.
But it's Grant and Tory that have come up trumps with the types of quality information that would really help a real-life investigation.
I don't even remember name tags, but when we went under hypnosis, a name popped up.
Was it the right name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Joe?
And Grant was able to describe the tattoo in detail.
For purposes of identifying someone at a crime scene, that's really important information.
I'm totally impressed by the results.
So, thanks to hypnosis, looks like the case might be solved after all.
So, did you guys do any better remembering details under hypnosis?
Well, I remember that one of the guys had a tattoo on his neck under hypnosis.
That's really important.
Oh, yeah.
Tory remembered a name.
I totally did not expect this to work. I mean, given that, are we calling this confirmed?
We have what it takes to be confirmed.
Confirmed.
I'm a believer.
That's amazing.